Here is a ready-to-use voiceover script. What if one of the biggest reasons Japanese families seem calmer, happier, and financially secure has nothing to do with earning more money? What if the real secret is that they spend differently? While many people around the world are constantly chasing the next purchase, the next upgrade, or the next big thing, many Japanese families follow a surprisingly simple lifestyle principle that helps them spend less while enjoying life even more. It sounds almost too good to be true, but once you understand how it works, you'll start seeing why this mindset has quietly shaped generations of families across Japan. And the craziest part? It isn't about extreme frugality, giving up fun, or living a boring life. In fact, it's almost the exact opposite. Imagine walking into a typical Japanese home. You might notice something unusual right away. The space often feels peaceful. There isn't a mountain of unused gadgets collecting dust. There aren't closets overflowing with clothes that haven't been worn in years. There isn't a constant pressure to buy more just because everyone else is doing it. Instead, there is intention. Every item has a purpose. Every purchase has a reason. This approach comes from a deeply rooted cultural habit of valuing usefulness over impulse and experiences over excess. One of the most powerful principles behind this way of living is the idea that happiness doesn't automatically increase when possessions increase. Many Japanese families are taught from an early age to think carefully before bringing something new into their lives. Parents often encourage children to ask themselves a simple question: do I really need this? It sounds basic, but that tiny pause creates a huge difference. Instead of reacting emotionally to every advertisement, trend, or sale, people learn to make decisions thoughtfully. Over time, this habit saves money while also reducing stress and clutter. What's fascinating is that this mindset often begins in childhood. Japanese parenting places a strong emphasis on shitsuke, a concept that roughly translates to discipline or proper upbringing. But this isn't the harsh discipline many people imagine. Instead, it's about teaching children self-control, responsibility, and awareness of how their actions affect others. Kids learn that resources have value. They learn to take care of their belongings. These lessons may seem small in the moment, but they create adults who naturally make smarter financial decisions later in life. Another important cultural idea is called Mottainai. There isn't a perfect English translation, but it expresses a sense of regret over waste. In Japan, throwing away something useful can feel almost wrong. This doesn't mean people never buy new things. It means they appreciate what they already have. A child might use a backpack for years. A family might repair an item instead of replacing it immediately. Clothes are often cared for carefully, rather than treated as disposable. This simple attitude changes the entire relationship people have with money. Now here's where things get really interesting. Many people assume spending less means enjoying life less. Japanese families often prove the opposite. Instead of constantly spending on material possessions, they frequently invest in meaningful experiences. A family picnic in a local park, a seasonal festival, a homemade meal shared together, a simple day trip. These activities often cost very little, yet they create memories that last much longer than the excitement of a new purchase. It's kind of a game changer when you think about it. This connects closely to another Japanese concept known as Ikigai. Ikigai is often described as a reason for being or a source of meaning in life. People who develop a strong sense of purpose tend to rely less on shopping as a source of happiness. When your fulfillment comes from relationships, personal growth, hobbies, or contributing to your community, there is less need to constantly seek emotional satisfaction through spending. Many Japanese families naturally build lifestyles around this principle without even realizing it. The influence of Kaizen also plays a major role. Kaizen focuses on continuous improvement through small, consistent changes. Rather than attempting dramatic financial transformations overnight, families make tiny adjustments. Maybe they cook at home one extra night per week. Maybe they reduce food waste. Maybe they avoid one unnecessary purchase each month. These small improvements don't feel painful, yet over time they create significant savings while improving quality of life. That's the beauty of Kaizen. Small actions eventually produce massive results. Japanese minimalism supports this process as well. Contrary to popular belief, minimalism isn't about owning almost nothing. It's about owning what genuinely adds value to your life. When families focus on quality rather than quantity, something remarkable happens. They spend less on replacing cheap items. They spend less maintaining clutter. They spend less chasing trends that quickly lose their appeal. Instead,